Have you ever known something that no one else actually understands and you try to explain it but it doesn't really come across well? Hello and welcome to today's insight. So today we're going to be talking about having insights and trying to, the trauma of having an insight and not being able to actually communicate it. So it takes a little trial and effort, these types of things. And this is the issue with all the seers, all the people who hear things, who have insights. Imagine the only one that I know of who didn't really have much difficulty. Well, actually, he did, but gathering followers was Jesus. Well, he did have difficulty gathering followers and having people align with his message, right? It was Jesus, and I'm pretty sure all the big thought leaders and things of that sort had difficulty until they found the right people and the right way to spread their message. So the trauma of having insight is that it's fine, but the issue comes, how do you communicate that which you can't communicate? Think of Nostradamus, right? He was talking about big fish flying in the sky, right? Representing planes. When he had that vision of planes crashing into the Twin Towers, he was describing it as flying fish, right? And I don't know exactly what it was, but we don't have that particular. We at the time, people at the time, didn't have that particular understanding because they hadn't seen planes yet. Planes weren't even created yet. So, how can you ask for people to understand something that doesn't actually exist yet? So, it doesn't necessarily mean that a foresight is bad or good. It just means that there's some references that are missing, there are contexts that are missing, there are some connections that are missing, and people cannot necessarily add things together just because someone said so. So the insight, the trauma of having insight is that all the cooperative components within that insight might not necessarily be, created yet. And then, so you're trying to explain something that we don't fully understand or that isn't really of the times. Imagine Thomas Edison, the man who created the incandescent light bulb, the mass-produced incandescent light bulb, right? The man had to try 10,001 times to create the incandescent light bulb. 10,001! You're trying to create something that doesn't exist yet. And so you need to get out of your head, out of what you already know. Try and bring something that you see in your mind's eye to full-on creation. Right? And that's not easy. That isn't an easy thing to do. In actuality, so the problem with insights is not only you're seeing it and you understanding it. It's also you trying to explain to others what it is you see, right? I feel like that's what Jesus came up against. That's what any thought leader comes up against at any point in time, because you're a thought leader, so you are trying to get other people to join, to rally your cause. Though the issue is how to get them to rally your cause. And I mean, it's a lot. And I mean, we get it in this day and age, right? Getting followers, getting views, getting getting that, it's completely normal. Sometimes you just have to decide what it is that you actually want. Do you want the views Or do you want to put out your message? Which is what I think kind of like what Jesus experienced. He had a message and he shared it even if people didn't like it. That's the issue. It's what are you clearly looking for? Are you clearly looking for the likes or are you looking to spread your message? Is basically what I want you guys to think about. So, what I want you guys to really ponder is what you actually are looking for, like notoriety, or are you looking to spread your message? Because that is what God has entrusted you with, is what I want you guys to think about. So ponder that.